Hey everybody, I'm sorry I had to come back in and come back out. I was on the wrong page. Sorry. Let me show you what we're doing. All I did was attach some. I had this little cheap wooden sign, and I had two popsicles, sticks, which I attached to the back of this. I have a swag, just a little pine swag, and I attached a piece of styrofoam, and I put some glue on here with this here, and I'm going to put some more glue around it just to make sure it stays secure on here. And we're making a little farmhouse truck. Now, what I did do, y'all, well, for some reason, let me make sure I'm live, because on the right page, you know me. Alrighty. Ah, yes, I am live. Okay. So, I have this black and white check that I cut at 24 inches, and we're going to attach it in the ruffle method. And I'm just ruffling them up. I'm not sure how many I'll need, but we'll start off like so. I'm going to put one here at the end and spread it out. Like so. And then we're going to go around and we're going to put it around. I need to raise y'all up a little bit. I don't think y'all are getting that. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay, so we're going to do the ruffle method. These were cut at 24 inches. Hold that under. Just like so. Trying to get all these done. This has got to be ready for tomorrow. I have a sleigh to make. There you go. And the ribbon tails I have is the truck ribbon. And and also the black and white check with some black. And I cut my tails at 12 inches and the mesh at 24 inches. And she has two wreaths that I made, one for the front door, one for the back door. And in the truck theme, much nicer trucks. This is just a mailbox. It's going to be really, the other are protected by porches. So they have really nice trucks on them. That's that longer piece. I don't want that longer piece. I kind of like, y'all, when I do mine, you know, I like to show the greenery during Christmas a lot. I love the pine. When you see the pine, when you making wreaths and stuff like that. I just think it looks so nice to have that in a wreath or in a swag. I mean, if not, use just the plain rails and the deco mesh. Since I'm using the pine, I kind of like to see the pine. I think it's pretty. And I think this needs to move over. And I'll put another one in here. So, that has been my day today. I finished those two wreaths earlier. And I said, well, let me go ahead and start on the mailbox wag. And I said, let me go ahead and do a live. I haven't been live lately, and so I decided I'd come live. And if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it if you would spread the love. I would be very much appreciative. So how are y'all's day going? Are y'all ready for Christmas? Have you put up your trees yet? I am waiting on my Christmas tree. I'll have to tell you my little spiffoo, I should say. All right, I come out in the garage. We have a big metal building on the property, and this is where my shop is, and my husband's shop, woodwork shop, and stuff like that. And so I had 3 trees. My daughter gave me a tree. A friend had a wedding or something, and it was like a little 6-foot tree, right? Well, I was going to put this 6-foot tree up in my den. Hey, Brooklyn. In my den. And so anyway, I had my daughter bring it to in the house and set it up. And she comes back out and she says, Mom, that tree I gave you, I don't think it's going to work. It's not your type of tree. And I said, what's wrong with it? She says, well, she says, how can I put this? She said, it looks like a peanut tree. I said, a peanut tree? Yeah, she said, you know, Peanuts, the cartoon? I said, oh, okay. And I couldn't even fathom what she was saying. So when I went back in the house, oh my word, y'all. This tree was not just a bad peanut tree. It reminded me of a tree that had been hit by a hurricane, and every other branch was ripped from it. And y'all, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, that's how bad this poor tree was. So hopefully my tree will be here tomorrow. I ordered a tree, and I can't wait for it to come in, because when I tell you this tree was bad. So there was another tree that someone had given me, so I looked at it, and it was just too big for my room. So I'm not putting up my big Christmas tree this year. My big Christmas tree is in my dining room, and not in my dining room, in my living room, and I'm just not doing it. We're not having Christmas here this year. My granddaughters aren't coming in, and what makes it so wonderful, y'all, is now, guess what? My daughter has Christmas at her house. She made an addition to her house, last year or before, and now, y'all, Christmas is at her house. So it is so nice not to have to worry about Christmas. If it were up to me, y'all, we have 2 houses on our property. One we built for my mother-in-law when she was here, and it's on our property. And what we did is, it's really a nice house. And I would move in this house in a heartbeat, and I would put my shop upstairs. But the only problem we would have is that the storage area, this big garage, if we sold this big house, I wouldn't have my storage garage, and I don't know if my husband would build me another one or have another one built for me. So who knows? Maybe one day. I mean, y'all, I'm no spring chicken. What can I say? Let me show you what I have. I have the truck ribbon, cut at 12 inches, and the red ribbon, cut at 12 inches. And I'm just going to scrunch it up to the center. Going to come up here, put one here, Now, I'm not going to put one in the center here, and let me show you why. Because of the fact that the bow is going in the center, okay? And on this side, well, let's go. You know what I think I'm going to do? Let's do this. We're going to do something different. I'm not going to need these black ribbons. We are going to put this and this together. How's that? Yes, we'll do it this way. It's always a change. All right, look. See? We'll come up like this. There, that looks nice. And we have our truck ribbon with the red and the black. Because I'm not going to need that much. All righty. So I've got to put up my tree this weekend. Well, it's a busy weekend. I have a luncheon tomorrow that I promised that my sister invited me to. So I'm going to that with her. And then I'll be back in my shop finishing up some orders. And then Friday is going to be nice. I'll be able to stay in my shop and work. And get things done. May have to cut one of each of these. Yeah. Because in the back, I'm not putting a bow in the back. So I'll show you what we're going to do with this. We're going to make it a little bit different in the back. Let me show you. See, you never know what you're going to do until you start making it. At least that's me. I never know what I'm going to end up doing to the last minute. And you see, I changed my mind. You ever wonder why you have so many ribbon tails? Well, I can tell you this is why I have so many ribbon tails. It's because I always either cut too many or too little. And one of the things which I just now did do, which is very normal, you want to make sure that your trucks are going in the right direction. Just like so. You want to make sure they're right side up, which mine wasn't. Okay. All right, let me undo this one. And just flip it around. There you go. So other than that, oh, and let me tell you what else happened. So we were getting down all the stuff. We had sort of done a clean house about a year ago. And got rid of a bunch of stuff. We had a little, it was a place I brought stuff when we started cleaning out the house and trying to get things all organized. And y'all, guess what? I go to get my small tree, which I call the small tree, not the 10-foot tree in my living room. But I go and to get my stuff for my small tree, which should have been in 2 containers, right? Y'all, I think my husband brought it to the resale shop. My good Christmas decorations that I've had for years. Those beautiful, remember those beautiful, beautiful cut glass ornaments that had, you know, they were indented and had seams in them. I can't find them. I mean, Sunday I just cried. It was just not a good day. Not a good day. I mean, ornaments that were my mom's. You know, I'm just praying that maybe they're somewhere here mixed in with my shop stuff, which I know pretty much where everything is in my shop. So I am just, y'all, I am just totally devastated. So if y'all will say a little prayer, maybe I'll find it. It'll be nice if I do. I just, if anything, would like my mom's, some of my mom's ornaments. So, y'all, I have a pretty big warehouse, so, but I've went through everything. It's just so disheartening when you can't find stuff that you need, and so, but I've got enough bulbs and that to last me for 10 years here. So, it's just I don't have my mom's. You know, because my mom would give us an ornament, and, you know, then I had a couple of my children's ornaments that I would, you know, first Christmas and stuff like that. And it's really hard when you can't find them. It's just very upsetting. But they'll show up. Maybe not in time for this Christmas, but maybe for next Christmas. How's that? But anyway, let's get on a lighter subject, because I will start crying. I will start crying. So, we have this here. I should have painted the back, but I said, what the heck. All right, she said she didn't want anything real expensive, so this is not expensive. Trust me. Because she said she's not going to be in this house but for a year, because she's building a new home. So, we have that. Told y'all it was going to be quick. Now, let me show you what I do have. I went ahead and I made the bows. Tighten them up. Just like so. And then I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm going to get everything together, and then after this, I'm going to come back on, and let's see which bow's bigger. I think this is the bigger bow. Yes. And we are going to do her sleigh that's going out. She has rockers on her front porch, and on the rockers she has pillows that have the truck on it, and she has one that has a sleigh on it, one that has a wreath. I mean, it's in it, but it's all the buffalo check. So, what I'm doing, the sleigh, she picked out the sleigh she wanted, and she had given me that, and she had gotten from Hobby Lobby. What is so funny, y'all, is that I had gone, you know, sisters are like sisters, what can I say? I had gone to Hobby Lobby, and you'll never guess. Guess who bought the same identical thing? I bought the red sleigh, and I bought the Santa. I cannot believe that we bought the same thing. So, and what's so sad is, believe it or not, my sister is very talented when it comes to decorating. She has an interior design thing, but she just doesn't do it. You know how you have some people that just, you know, well, I guess, you know, she says, I like your work. You do it. So I do it. But I enjoy it, y'all. I really think with everything that I do, if I had done, I'm not seeing any text or quotes or anything like that, y'all. I'm not seeing anything. You know, if who's on. You know how you don't get any? Can y'all hear me? I hope so. Let me turn this up. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Ooh, that's feedback. All right, there you go. All righty. Now, I have one for each end. And then y'all can give me, I am going to put some greenery in here. But let's go ahead and put the bows on each end. Like so. Now, I'll tell you what you go do when you get your mailbox swag like this. Is you're going to get the, and you can go to Harbor Freight if you have a Harbor Freight or Lowe's or Home Depot or probably even Walmart carries them. And what you get are the small, thin bungee cords. That's right, the bungee cords. And you're going to use that to attach this mailbox swag to the mailbox. And I'll show you what you're going to do. You're going to bend it, and there's 2 little hooks on each of the bungee cords, and you're just going to attach it that way. Now, we've got to decide what we're going to do in the back, because I don't want this back to be ugly, because there is a sidewalk that people walk by. So we're going to put some phobos in here, I think. Now, I've got to get the pipe cleaners through the mesh. Now, if you have trouble getting the pipe cleaners through the mesh, let me show you what you use. These are like little knitting needles. And Wreaths by Dawn, you can get them through her. And it just kind of helps you get things through the mesh a little bit easier without fighting. Okay. Turn it. Make sure I have the bow right. Nope, I don't. I keep getting text message. Who's this from? Oh, well. This through here. Y'all, I guess it's the weather, but my nails have been breaking off. They are so brittle. I've got to do some work on my nails coming up. They are horrid. There you go. Alrighty. And we made the bows. It was quick. Now I am going to come in. I have some greenery, which I'm going to kind of fill in here so you cannot see this styrofoam. And we're going to put it in. And where's my pick machine? Right here. All right, this thing is so heavy. think it's heavier than me. Alrighty. Got my pick machine. Okay. Let's go ahead and put a little glue on here. Now that I've smashed my bow. Okay. And all this is some garland, which I got from one of my wholesaler. And if you're going to, sometimes it's cheaper to buy garland than it is to buy some of the sprays. Because you get a lot more. You just have to, and it lasts a lot longer. Okay. Alrighty. What I'm going to do is throw it over my shoulder. How's that? It's like so. Can't work like that. That in there. There you go. And we're going to put it in like this. But y'all, all we're doing is we're covering up some of this the styrofoam that we have. I don't want that in there. It's like so. Now let's turn it around, and we're going to have to do the same in the back because I don't want them to be able to see that yucky styrofoam, you see? So what we're going to do, we'll go ahead and cut a bunch of this off. And then I don't have to worry about it. Okay. tip off right here. Be a little bit taller in the back. Well, that didn't work. Cut that off. Let me get my other battery because this just went dead. Alrighty. Okay. Plug this one in and charge it. There you go. I like that battery better, even though it's a little heavier. There you go. I got to kind of hide the back of this tree a little bit. This have y'all been watching the Christmas shows? I haven't gotten into them yet, y'all. Haven't gotten into them. Not just quite into the spirit. Y'all, I've done little or no Christmas shopping. I mean, I just don't know what to get people. You know, it used to be, you know, it's a little disappointing. The stores, y'all, I like to kind of, I guess I'm old school. It was so nice to be able to go into the stores, hot glue, go into the stores, y'all, and the stores were so nicely decorated, and you just got into the Christmas spirit, you know, and now everything's online, and, you know, it gave you, what was nice the other way is that, you know, you got to get ideas and see the products in live to see, and you know, I just miss that. I miss it a lot, and I don't like the way things have changed. As far as, I don't mind shopping online, don't get me wrong, but it's not the same when you're looking for that special gift for that loved one, and you see it displayed and you say, oh, that would look so pretty on her or him, and, you know, or he would look so handsome in that. You know, it's just not the same, y'all. I miss it. And I miss seeing the talent of people decorating the stores, and that it's not the same. You know, we need to get back to, wouldn't it be nice? I think what we ought to do is we ought to go to a 4-day work week. That's what we need to do. Let's go to a 4-day work week. Everything shuts down. All right, let me get some berries. Everything shuts down on Sundays. And let's just kind of have a family day. I can remember years ago with me, you couldn't even find it was hard to find a gas station on Sundays. But, you know, get back to the family way. Sit down, have family dinners, and really enjoy your family on Sundays. Then let Friday and Saturdays open up the stores. Open them up, and let's go back to the old way of shopping and, you know, put people back to work. You know, I really feel as if we're hurting ourselves by not going back to work. I mean, because people, how can I put this? We need self-worth. That's what we need. And I feel as if when you work, you feel accomplished and you socialize, and it just means so much to be with other people, and it's something you miss. And I think it's an all-around learning experience, and I really think we need to get back to this. You know, not everybody is college material. I realize that. I think we need to open up more. I truly believe in OJT, on the job training. I really do. I think this is something we need to get back to. I think these kids need direction on where they're going. For instance, there's kids out there that they just don't want to go to college. That's awesome. That's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of vocational things that they can do. Become a plumber, become an electrician, an auto mechanic, you know, things like that. I just think that there's a lot that these young people, there's a lot of things that we need that these children can learn. Not just children, but adults. I mean, I know y'all may not agree with me, but I hate to say this, but I think unemployment should be shut down completely. Let people get back to work. I think, this is my take, don't take it, please don't be offended, but I think unemployment, and I think, you know, if you are getting money, welfare money, I think that we should open schools for those that are on welfare. And, you know, they can be in society. They can do things. Why not have some of them work in daycare for those that are on welfare? Why can't you do that? Let them have work in the certain days in childcare that for the those that are on welfare, and let them go to school, learn a trade, learn something. But I think we need to get away from paying people to stay home and not work. I mean, it's ridiculous. We've got to get away from this. We cannot rely on other people to take care of us. We need to become more self-sustaining. We need to, mentally and health-wise, I really think this is what we need in our community and in our life. I think people would be so much happier. Look at me, y'all. I'm going to be 72 years old. That's right, 72 years old. Y'all, I'm still working. I've worked since I was 15 years old. That's right. Since I was 50, well, more than that, because I started babysitting when I was 12, you know. And, y'all, my senior year in high school, I went to school. We were on the platoon system. And I went to school from 7 to noon. That's the platoon system, 7 to noon, all right? Now, what I'm doing here is I'm just bringing in a little of these sprigs in here to make it look like the bow's just not sitting. It's I'm making it appear that it's growing out of the greenery. That's what you want it to look like, to make it look like it's coming out of the greenery, okay? So I have worked since I was, 12, 13 years old. So my senior year, this is what I did my senior year. I went to school from 7 to 12. Then I caught 3 buses. That's right, 3 buses, gang. And I went and I worked at D.H. Homes, okay? From 1 to 5. That's right, 1 to 5. And then I caught how many buses? I think 2 buses from that job. And I worked at the telephone company. And I worked there from 6 to 10. That's right, from 6 to 10. Y'all, I worked my senior year that whole time. Now, I did keep my job for a while with the telephone company and with D.H. Homes. I loved working in the department store. And you'll never guess what I sold. I worked in the kitchen and the kitchen appliance department. And I really enjoyed working. I really did. The telephone company was a little, how can I say, boring. So I went, after I worked there for a while, I went and I worked at, and I said, well, you know, I'm not sure what I want to do, but I guess I'll go back to school, college, and get some degree. And I had always wanted to be a nurse. So I went to Charity School of Nursing. Let's see what this looks like so far. So I went to Charity School of Nursing, y'all. Let's just put it this way. I didn't like it. I did my semester and I said, that's it. So I had to decide what I was going to do from there. So what I decided to do is I went to work for the Times-Picayune. Well, that didn't work out. The Times-Picayune. And I was in classified. And I loved that job. It was really a good job. And I was engaged to be married. And I worked there for a while. I was the one that would take your ad if you had like furniture for sale or stuff like that. It was just the classified section. So that's what I did. And until I got me, and then at night, y'all, I worked hard. I was bored at night. So, because my husband was in college, and so I went ahead and I went and got my key punch. Are y'all familiar with what, that's when the computers first came out and we had to key punch the cards in, and so I went to vocational college and got my key punch. Okay. All right, y'all. Look at that. What do y'all think? Let me raise you up. simple mailbox swag. I'm going to bend it so you can see what it looks like. There you go. You see? Well, let me put it this way. I see some spots I got to cover. So I will put you up like this. And we're going to bend it up so you can see it. Just like this. Alrighty. And it's going to go on the mailbox like so. See? Well, I can't get it. There you go. And that is going to be her mailbox swag. Now, I do have to put a little white in here. Let me do that now. Got it. Because she's got a little white in her wreath. Alrighty. Just a little frosty white. And I just pulled it off. I always manage to do that. Y'all, I have glitter everywhere. When I tell you, it's in my house. It's on in my shoes. It's everywhere. I'm just going to put a little bit of this. I'm not going to put much. All I'm doing is breaking this down. I gotta turn the air on. I am hot. Okie doke. All right. Did we get my comments back? Nope, no comments. I'm not getting... Why does Facebook do this, y'all? They do it all the time. Let's see. Nope, not getting comments. At all. All right, so let's go ahead and put a little bit of this white in here. I think this is going to brighten this up just a little bit. Let me lower you down. I got to turn it around, gang. I'm sorry. To see what I'm doing. Yeah. You know, if any of you are doing wreaths in that, one of the things that you can look for is check on eBay for some used, maybe you can find some used pick machines. And they're not as expensive. Okay. Hot glue. Hot glue. Oh, that is hot. There. And one in the front. There. It just kind of lightened it up a little bit. That's what I needed. Just to lighten it up. And I might put a few in the back. All right, there you go. One right in here. And one in the back here. Now I'm going to have to find some pine. I want to fill this in right here. You know what I might do? Let me do this. Yeah, I think I am. I want to be able to cover up this side when it bends. Let me go ahead and cut, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. You don't need that big of a piece, so let me see. I am going to maybe 22 inches here. Or you can do 24. Oh, it's not cutting. Okay, that's fine. All right, there you go. Now let me show you. Because when I bend it, I don't want them to be able to see the styrofoam on the end. So I am going to attach this in here. I'll show you where. And I just lost my curl. Whew. Come on, air. Kick on in. I had turned it off because it was cooler. Here you go. I have to cut some ribbon. I had forgotten about that. See? You can always go back. You're always going to end up refluffing. I don't care what you do. By the time it gets transported and everything else, you have to refluff. Because I'm delivering this tomorrow. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Another twist, tie, and put it right here. Very good. Got it. And I've got to put some greenery on the ends as well. Somebody keeps texting me. Ah, it's a notification. That's okay. Alrighty, there you go. I am going to put some ribbons here. Let me go ahead and get the ribbons. And then we'll be finished. So, you're wondering what I would ask for something like this? If it was a better tree, like a metal tree or something like that, I probably would go, I don't know, this is probably going to be 70 bucks, okay? At the most. Probably 70 bucks for this, which I could probably get 80, but she's a good customer, so I'm going to need 2 of these. So 24 inches. And cut my dovetails. Like so. And I always manage, don't ask me how that I do it, but I always, there it is, manage to lose my pins. Usually end up on the floor. There you go. 12-inch tails. And let's go ahead and put it in, and we'll do the same where I added those other pieces to cover up that work. All right, so 1, 2, and get them all centered nice. There you go. And we go like this. Like that, and I'll put some berries right there. Nothing like dropping it, right? They're sturdy. Okie doke. And we'll fluff it in a minute. 1, twist it in there good. Yep, good. This. All right, and let me get some berries right here. Worked out great. Few little berries in here. I still have to put some pine in these end bows. I didn't do that yet. There you go. Let's get these bows together real quick. Let's get this ribbon out of the way, along with these excess tails that I changed my minds with. Let's get this cleaned up so we can see what we have. Berries. Okay, let's get this bow together. Get a little berry here. Okay. Little berry right here. Yeah, right there. Alrighty. Same here. Let's put a little berry over here. And I don't like these berries, so these are going in the trash. And let me go get some more. Oh. Okay, right here. And these came from my wholesaler as well. Okay. I think it came out pretty nice, gang. And let me put a few more little pieces of cedar in here. I think cedar is one of my favorite things to decorate in the Christmas spirit. And all I'm going to do is just add a little of this greenery once again to the end bows. Just to make it hot glue. So all you're going to do is just add, can you see? Yeah. I'm just adding a little greenery within the bow, like so. I'll have to figure out how much I'll ask for this. I'm not sure yet. It depends. I've got to figure out how much I have in it as far as the ribbon and the cedar and all of that. So we'll work it out. I'll figure it out in my time. Okay, let's go over here. It's just that I like to finish my work. I like my work finished. I like it complete. Put it this way. I'm not going to sell anything that I would not put on my own front door. How's that? Just going to glue this up. And then I'm going to raise the camera up. There you go. Yes, it's finished. Look at that, how pretty. Let me raise you up just a little bit. Now, if you wanted, just like this, if you wanted to put a nicer truck on here, which you could. I had a nicer truck, but she gave me this truck. So I went ahead and used it, but I could have used this truck on it. But but she had this and she said, no, just use the one I have, you know, so I did. But you could put another bow here and do a much nicer truck here, which Hobby Lobby or a half truck, General Wholesale, craft outlet may sell them, and put another bow, and you have a centerpiece on your dining room table. Or you could leave it like this and put it on your buffet. Or you can put it on your mantle. So this is not just a mailbox swag. This can be a mantelpiece. This can be a centerpiece, a buffet piece. It can be whatever you choose to use it on. So let your imagination fly. Enjoy your Christmas, and I'll see you later. Take care. God bless, and have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.